What is going on, people? Back with another video, and today I want to talk about a possibility of a new NCAA basketball game in 2023. I think this has more legs than usual. Sometimes we hear about stuff and we're like, okay, I'll take it for what it is, but I think this has some legs. So I really want to talk about it, give you my thoughts and opinions, and we'll just go from there. If this is your first time here, welcome to the VF Cast channel. I am VF Baller. Over here we talk about gaming and everything under that umbrella. Mostly sports gaming, but I do dabble in other forms of gaming as well, and I give you my opinions on said topics. So if this is your first time here, once again, hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you will enjoy the content that I put out. All right, let's just go ahead and get into this. There's a possibility that a new NCAA basketball game will be coming out in 2023. If you haven't noticed, on March 14th, if you follow the EA Twitter, they put out a tweet on March 14th saying that that with all these boxes, it looked like, like a line is loading, and it says Madness loading. So with the basketball emoji. So that's pretty much in line with thinking about March Madness or whatever the case may be, because, March Madness is starting, it has started already, but at the time it was just starting when they put that tweet out. So that gave a lot of speculation, people thinking that, hey, is there a new basketball game coming out? What is this? What is that? So also there's another tweet that's out by Say Cheese DGLT, which I find fairly reputable, not too bad. Sometimes they put stuff out that's actually a little different, whatever the case may be. And I saw this. It said EA Sports is reportedly working on a new March Madness basketball game, could release next year, featuring over 100 plus schools. Between these two tweets, I'm starting to think that there's something there. I'm not really sure. We know Scott O'Gallagher is at EA now. He's been at EA for a while now. Everybody was thinking about an NBA Live, a new NBA Live, a new NBA Live. And don't get me wrong, I would like to have another NBA Live because of the fact that I was a big fan of Live 19. I thought it was a pretty decent game. I still play it from time to time. But I just never thought that the game just was not really going to come out for next generation. I felt like after they canceled Live 20, everything was going to be built from the ground up, and that's the way that it was going to be. So therefore, I was more like, all right, what's next? And I think DJ81, one of my former a podcast member, he was saying that it's a possibility that they would go on to do a college game. And I always thought about that. And because I always thought it was a possibility because of the fact that there hasn't been a college game since 2009. And I still play NCAA Basketball 10 a lot. I think it's a phenomenal game. And I don't think it's going to be built off of that. I'm not even sure if it's going to be built off of NBA Live 19 if Scott O'Gallagher is in position to create this game or be the creative director like he took that title. But when I'm looking at things that EA is putting out, and when I see what other people are saying on Twitter about this, I think it carries some weight because now you have EA actually saying something about March Madness loading. That could be code for anything. I don't think they have a Twitter page for March Madness, or NCAA basketball. I haven't seen one when I was looking for one, so I'm not really sure. But I will say that this could be something. To me, it's just all pure speculation, and I don't know. I feel like it has some legs, but will they actually come out with a game? I'm not sure. I really don't know. But I feel like EA, for all the problems that they had with sports titles, I truly felt that the NCAA basketball, or just NCAA sports in general, EA shined very, very well with those titles. I mean, even going back to the EA basketball of old, even when you come to the EA basketball, the EA football of old and the EA basketball of old to today, I think the NCAA basketball and NCAA football games have held up very well. It's one of the things that most people can't really jump on EA about. I think they did a pretty good job at the time of putting those games out. And like I said, I still play them to this day. And even though the NCAA football game is supposed to be coming out, they could be working on the basketball game as well. And I'm like, all right, well, if this is the case, what are we looking at as far as quality? Are we looking at an NBA Live 19 type quality? Are we looking at something totally new and different? Same thing with the football game. What are we looking at as far as quality? Because I will admit, the NCAA football 14 and NCAA basketball 10, the last two games that they put out, were pretty good. You know, they had some issues. I mean, no game is perfect. They had some issues, but they played pretty well, and it was probably one of the good spots of EA football and basketball, if not the highest point of their series. Now we know with the hockey game, I think the hockey game is phenomenal when it comes to EA Sports. I think that's probably like the height of what they do. But the basketball game, the college basketball game and the college football game was not too far behind, and I feel that this is the route that EA should go. I feel that with the whole situation with Madden, which I feel like Madden is just is on another level right now. I'm not really a fan of Madden, the current ones anyway. And when you look at a situation where when you have NBA Live, which they had the ups and downs. I think Live 15, Live 19 probably showed the best of what they can do. But if they're going to revamp everything, even with the college basketball and football game, I would like to see how well they can do this, because these sports titles in general just need a general overhaul at EA. I maybe outside of NHL, all the others just need a big overhaul, because you see the same copy and paste stuff that you've seen in the past. I think Live did some good things as far as changing things up, but it just wasn't there. And there's no way that they could have brought NBA Live to the next generation with that type of format. I think they just had to build everything from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. And I think this is what they've done. I believe it. I will be highly surprised if it be anything different, where it was they use old assets in per se. So I feel like this is a good move. I think this is something that they can really benefit from, because NCAA is one of the few things that they've actually shined on. And I would like to see this happen. I don't know if Scott Gallagher can talk about it. I doubt it if he could. But if this is the case, I think this is phenomenal for the fans. We've been wanting a college basketball game since 2009. I mean, I've been resorting to playing this game in College Hoops 2K8 because of it. But I do feel, and one more thing before I close, I do feel that EA captured the college atmosphere way better than 2K. Way better. They've done a phenomenal job of that since the PlayStation 2 days. I mean, and nothing's no different from March Madness, or NCAA Basketball 10. There's no different from that. They did a really good job of capturing, decent gameplay with a good atmosphere that kept you immersed. NCAA football does the same way. And I think NCAA football from back in the day, especially when it was on the PS2 days, did a phenomenal job of capturing the atmosphere. So if they can do anything of that nature, I think that they'll be pretty much there'll be good money. This would easily be the shining point of EA Sports, of what they can and can't do as far as quality, gameplay, and fun factor. And one more thing before I go, and I know this is going to be the case. We already know how it is when it comes to microtransactions. It's going to happen. It is what it is. So I'm not even going to go down that road. I just want good gameplay and good atmosphere. All right, let me know what you guys think. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I noticed this is the best capture that I can get. I think something's going on my Elgato. There's some glitches and jumps in my Elgato. I do apologize for that. So you may see some weird things on the screen as far as the gameplay. It is what it is. I need to upgrade my Elgato anyway. But that's another story for another day. If you like this commentary, hit the like button. Share this video. Subscribe. I'm going to get up out of here. You guys take it easy. You guys be blessed. Peace.